What is up, guys? Welcome to a brand new episode of Farm Together. It's your host, Bringtheparty, back with some more content. And it's been a couple days since I've logged on, which means a few things. A, it's cool that I'm back on, and hey, you guys are blowing up this year. So let me just say, episode 11 has 363 views and 19 likes. I'd love to beat that. But on the real, what I'm also looking forward to doing is I want to get $500,000 for my flowers. So it's just a small goal of $500,000, a small loan of $1 million. That's how I'm feeling right now, So what we're going to do is, let me just kind of collect all these, sell some so I can get some diamonds, make sure we're in a good spot for diamond collecting, and then I'm going to try and harvest all my flowers I have here and see if that equates to 1 million, $500,000 bucks. And my honest opinion, I think it will, without even really running the number crunching, but we will see. I will go through this with you guys, and it looks like we might even have my buddy Eclipse on, which is fabulous because it will take me 2 years to do my farm. So let me start doing the flowers before Eclipse gets here, because he is going to blow up my spot. He's already here. He beat me to it. I'm not even going to say it. He's level 97. He's almost max. Whew. He has been cruising. But let me hit these flowers quick, and then I'm going to see how much we can earn from just flower picking. Too much to farm. I almost want to leave. The feeling's mutual. So we are currently at 3.1 million. Mind you, what's unfortunate now is I will not know how much I'm getting specifically from flowers because Eclipse is here. But that's all right. We'll still go through it, and I'll see what my entire farm harvests a day, So we'll actually be able to do that instead. How much money do I make from 1 day of farming? I don't know. We were at just shy. We were just a hair over 3 million when I logged on. We did some fish, and we'll kind of go from there and see what that's like. I'm assuming we have easily over $1 million farm, but I'm not sure if it's 1.5. I'm not sure if it's 2. We'll have to wait and see. But we started off with that 3 mil, so. Got to make sure he's entertained here. I need his help. I wish we had farm hands, because if we had farm hands, I wouldn't need to do all this. They have yet to add them. So if you guys played the first one, you might remember farm hands, which were the coolest things ever, because you'd place them, you'd have to feed them with something. It'd be like I think it was tickets is how you fed them. So you had to give them tickets, feed them. I'm sure there's a more correct term for that, but you'd feed them tickets and they'd use them, and then they'd harvest your farm for you, which was just so cool because A, it automated the system a little bit more, and B, it just made the entire thing a bit better, in my opinion. There's a lot of these monotonous things like these flowers that change every season, or not flowers, like trees that change every season. Like, I ain't picking apples every season. There's just not a ounce of interest in my body to pick the fruit from the flowers fruit from the trees every season. It makes zero sense in my opinion. Like, it's cool, it's fun. I'm happy that apples are kind of being generated, but I don't have time. I don't have time to harvest that much fruit. Look how much money we currently have. Easily over $1 million day. Can we hit 2? Farming our $1 million farm. And I was kind of waiting, so I was hoping that, I honestly was hoping that they've released another cool update so I could review the update. Unfortunately, no cool update this time. They just obviously released cows in in one of the most recent updates, and then 2 sets of bug fixes. So I was hoping another update would come out prior to me actually hopping on this. I was waiting it out, and just didn't happen. And I actually even missed a day because I was really hoping that they'd release more content. I need to do more Supermarket Simulator, which I think you guys might like. The game's pretty fun, and I wouldn't say it's obviously not identical to this. There's some similarities, but not a lot. It's a lot more kind of day-to-day management and not as free as this. We got to just kind of hang out and farm some flowers, which I love the farming of flowers. Like this is my favorite thing. It's so funny. Well, growing up, my dream, all right. So I'm drinking some water. I had this delicious water that I got from, it's called Richard's. I think my fiance got from Whole Foods. It's called Richard's Sparkling Rainwater. It is delicious. Anyways, so growing up, I always wanted to live on a farm. Okay, it was kind of a dream of mine. And I think I really romanticized land. So I just wanted like thousands and thousands of acres. I now have 1 acre, which is fine. You know, that's cool. I wanted hundreds, not thousands. Thousands would be an exaggeration, but I wanted hundreds. We actually even looked at a house with 25 acres, but it got vetoed because the house itself was not in a great shape, but the lot, like the land it was on, was pretty cool. But my dream was always to live on a farm, but I don't like to get my hands dirty, so I think I'd probably just look at the land more than utilizing it, which makes the land more or less pointless, you know? Why own hundreds of acres if you aren't going to use it for anything? I hear that. I just wanted it. It was kind of, I've always really had it as a dream of mine. I don't know why. I wish I could give you the psychological reason why I wanted all this land. I just always associate land with like wealth. I think back to the medieval times where if you were super cool and successful as a knight, you got granted land, like kind of sick. And you got to be a lord. I don't know. That's my rant for today. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I'm just kidding. All right. If you look at our money in our top right, man, we are about to break a $2 million day from just signing on and doing flowers. And I'm sure Eclipse is doing almost everything else. So doing most of the farm, we're going to clear 2 million in one day, which is just a wild thing to think about. And it's also really exciting. I think our main goal, though, at this point, we have to keep focusing on getting more gems. The other things you'll see with my gems is it does look like my boy Eclipse, who logged on with me, did do some stuff there when it comes to those gems. I'm not sure if it's from completing quests or just from kind of harvesting everything. And it doesn't look like he harvests much. I actually think we have nearly $2 million worth of flowers based on the amount of stuff not harvested. Like I thought he was harvesting with me. I think we actually just have like 1.5 million in flowers. Because if you look, the only thing he cleared was this, which wasn't much. He didn't harvest any of this or this or this. Like he barely harvested anything. I actually just think we have 1.5 million in a flower harvest. Which now I have to decide if I want it to be called 1.5 million in flowers or if I want it to be called a $2 million day. I don't know. The heated discussion on what to call my video, so you guys click on it. Oh, let me go sell some fish quick. I'm sure he was here selling everything. It is a bit of an... Yeah. Look at this. We're already like full. Yeah, so he already sold everything. My dogs are going crazy. The dogs are back in town. I actually don't know why they're going crazy. My fiance is currently out wedding dress shopping. Crazy to think that there might be a wedding dress in her future. I guess I should have thought about that when I proposed, probably, but hard to believe that that's so close. Sorry about that. I shut my door so you guys... I've been told that whenever they bark, you don't even hear them, but I get anxious about it. It makes me anxious. Same thing happens when I'm on client calls and they start barking. I get anxious. I don't like it. It's not for me. I know most of the time everyone's like, dude, I can't even hear him. Not a big deal at all. Like, yeah. I hear you, but... throws me out of my mojo. I kind of get set. I get mentally set to kind of go through specific words and stuff, and then the dogs start barking. My words are a lost cause. I don't know. I'm not sure why. Cool. So we are harvesting a couple of these. I do see we need those cherry trees, the cherry flower trees. Interesting about those flowering cherry trees is it's actually not fruit from those, I believe. Aren't these them? Yeah, these are them. So these actually don't get you fruit. They don't even get you cherries. They get you flowers, which I think is kind of weird. They're called cherry flowering trees. So I guess the flower is an aspect of the name, but it actually gets you flowers instead of fruit, which I think is odd, you know? I actually, one of the things I got with my house, which I absolutely love, is in our front yard we have we have some fruit trees. I was so hyped about it, and this last season was so funny. We saw a first apple on the tree. I was excited. I was like, "Hey, can I pick it?" I was asking my fiance, and she's like, "No." I was like, "Alex, why can't I pick this?" She's like, "It's gonna keep growing." I'm like, "All right, I hear you. You're probably right. I don't want to pick it too early." I think she's right. She knows plants. I don't have a green thumb. I trust her. So we leave it, and then by the time we finally picked this single apple that almost looked like it looked like the perfect apple, you know? Like if I was Adam and Eve, I'd fall for this apple. That's how good it looked. And what an analogy. I'm sorry for that. And by the time it actually was, we decided to pick it, it was rotten. So we just took too long. But at one point, this single apple that came from this apple tree looked great. And I'm sad we didn't pick it at that time, you know? I'm sad about that. I'm a little sad. But I'm hoping this season we'll get some apples from our apple tree, you know? We also have so we have that apple tree. We have a peach tree. And then we have some other fruit tree, but I can't remember what it is. I don't know. My neighbor had a peach tree. It was so funny because my neighbor's peach tree was like right in their driveway. My old neighbor. And it was like across the street, you know, like across the way. And when it got to full bloom, this peach tree was just throwing peaches everywhere. Like you'd be driving up the street from this person's house, and there would just be peaches lining the side of her like entire front lawn and all the way down the street with peaches rolling down the hill. Like it was just crazy how many peaches this one peach tree generated. I'm not sure if that's normal. I'm not sure if a normal peach tree is supposed to have like nearly 100 peaches, probably more, honestly, throughout the full season. But this thing it was wild. It was a wild thing. Let's head on over here. I'm going to hit a couple of these here. So this is actually the most expensive pig. I just bought them. I can't remember how much they were. They were really expensive though. And I was pretty mad that I had to spend this much on these pigs because they're actually not that cost effective. You have to harvest them like a bunch of times and just takes forever to get to it. Give you a quick idea on those pigs. Those pigs are $12,000 a pop. Not a cheap pig. What did we start at? Oh, ended up being a $3 million day. Just shy of 3 mil. That sounds a little bit better than what was it going to do? 1.5 in flowers? I think one of my episodes was already $1 million in harvestables, but this is going to be $3 million in harvestables, which is just wild to think about. And we also got a bunch of gems. What is the best way to get gems? Is there like a mastermind way that anyone knows about that really works well? If there is, make sure to leave a comment. Let me know what the great way to get gems is, because I think that'd be cool. That'd be really nice to actually get gems flowing, because gems aren't flowing. Actually, hit that. I think. Oh, it doesn't let you look at the map while doing this. That's unfortunate. Oh, he's in town again. I see my gems going. Oh, my gems are going down. He's spending my gems. That's too bad. I was looking at my gems. I was like, oh yeah, he's getting me more gems. Nah, it's going the opposite direction. So once they hit this will be a few 100,000 in these. So these are like over 1,000 a piece. Freaking $3,900 a piece. So you look at that, you look at how many I have. I try my best to spend all my money at the end of each episode or each day I play, because generally yeah, look at that, man. Yeah, it's over a $3 million day. Can I hit 4? But I try my best to spend all my money, because if you spend all your money, typically that's the way to make the most money. Like, these plants are the most expensive plant I can currently get, and typically I think the profit margin on them is over 1,000 a piece. So I believe this is probably the best way to make gold. Though you kind of see at my point that gold is kind of a made up metric, you know. Feeling like Elon here, where gold's just like a high score at this point. It has no material value because it just have so much of it. Did you just spend like 200,000? I wonder what he's doing. Oh yeah, he's blowing through my money. That matters. What he's doing? Where is he? Oh, he's building out new stuff. Cool. Let me go get a little bit more gas, and then we can finish up the last couple here. He's setting up an entire area over there. Obviously, I have no issue with that. Like, please, I'm all about it, you know. And if you guys want to come play with me, I have accepted more friends. I believe I accepted a few more recently, but if you guys add me on Steam, I'll happily accept your friend request, and you guys can come join my farm when I'm online. When the first week this game came out, I was online like 8 hours a day, though I was not actually here. I just had the farm up. I was working IRL. I work remotely, but I was here. I had the game up so you guys could check out the farm. Right now, I don't think the game's going to be up all that regularly. Only whenever I'm recording, probably at this point. So something to keep in mind if you guys want to come check it out. I'm not sure how frequently it's going to be up, but it should be up sometime. Add me on Steam. Look out for the live thing, you know. Yeah, these are 3,000. Yeah, they make just over 1,000 a pop. I just always plant them because they like spend the most money. Yeah, to even get through this money, you really have to freaking try, man. It's crazy how long it takes. Need these cabbages for the cows. I wonder if we unlock the next set of cows. So there's a couple cows, and you obviously have to hit minimum thresholds for each set of cows. I just don't know if we've hit it yet. I'll hit this row, and then we'll switch over to wheat on these next few. We typically need some sort of grain for my chicken, and the chicken eat a lot because we just have way too many. We're just floating in chicken. If all the chicken were in the pool, we would just be hanging out on top of them. So I'm going to try and get more grain here so we can keep this in motion. It does look like we probably won't hit those flowers this episode, unfortunately. Roses, but I might be able to get the carrot cakes. I got to go check out my house after this, and we'll see if those carrot cakes are ready. And I'll look at what else there is. I actually haven't even looked at other new missions. So we should have unlocked an additional mission because I finished this. I haven't looked yet. Good, carrot cakes are done. Boop. I do need to still finish this tulip painting. Hey, 12 minutes. So that'll be done soon, which will get me a couple more ribbons. Let's look at our current logs here. Yeah, we still need Concord grapes, but that's a winter plant, I think. We have those trees already. Okay. I guess we could plant more of those. Oh! Concord grapes are currently in season. I'm sorry, it's a summer one. It's a summer one. Get out of my way. We need so many of these, and we don't have a lot of time left. I actually don't think this is enough rows. Oh, maybe it is. 100. What's 100? Like So I'm doing 6 a pop, so 6 divided by 100. Like 20 rows, 20 of these would be 120. I think I probably have 120 here. Yeah, I must, right? I don't know. Just assuming. I'll check the log after this, and I'll go to a different location if I have to. Make sure I hit the minimum threshold on grapes here. Oh, we are good. 141. Nice. Tulip painting should be done soon. Roses will be done in a couple seasons. That'll be good. Dude, look at that. You just built that all out. Crazy. What did I say? So I planted grain. I guess we could plant more. I should plant more anyways. And then maybe we need more vegetable. Well, I just planted all the pumpkins. That should be most of the vegetable I need. Maybe. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's vegetable. Yeah, we'll do some more. Probably could do more grain too, so we'll look at doing more of that as well. I'll go over to my next area. I have big areas over here just for that type of stuff, you know. Almost out of fuel. I think these need to be harvested. While I'm here, just pop over to town, and then we'll finish planting. Thank you everyone so much for all your continued support on this series, man. It's one of my best series, which is just crazy. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Thinking back to when I used to stream, it was always Sims, and Sims kind of had a similar cadence to the way I talked and hosted those. So I guess I shouldn't be too surprised, but I always am. You know, I'm always surprised by what you guys pick as kind of your game to watch. This is a great game. Not even a great game, just surprised always kind of. I have certain anticipations for some videos to do better than others, and I wouldn't say this was at the top of the list, but just because I think Farm Together 1 didn't do that well on this channel. It's been a while, of course, and I think that game was kind of long gone by the time I truly tried to tackle it, but that game definitely did not do as well as some others, you know? I think I had other games that just did better, and I can't recall how far that series made it, but you guys have just been showing a lot of love, so thank you so much for that. But as I kind of finish planting everything, I want to say thank you. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll do the rest of this offline, but make sure to add me if you guys want to check out the farm. If you shoot me an ad, I might be online sometime. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you all in a future episode. Thanks for watching.